Hello students, let's start our discussion regarding the 18th group elements are there. Remember here the 18th group elements are there. These 18th group elements are also called as a noble gas. So in this 18th group element we have discussed about the helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. Okay, radon is radioactive element is there, no? That's why I didn't mention here. Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon only. Look at the name itself giving that these elements contain 8 electrons in their outermost shell. Look at these 8 electrons are there. So this is they have the apted configuration. Except helium, remaining all elements have the 8 electrons in the outermost shell only. So students, we are going to discuss in detail regarding the 18th group elements, chemical properties, physical properties, and then hybridization, some chemical properties also discuss here. Let's start our discussion regarding these properties elements only. Look at the students, first one is then here, look at the group 18 group elements are the noble gases. Also called as the noble gases, inert gases. Why they call noble gas inert gases means whatever the elements are, the 6 elements will appear in this period table. In this one 18th group element, they are all general gases only. Radon is radioactive element is there now. So remember here the group 18 consists of 6 elements: helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, and radon. All these are gases and chemically unreactive. Remember this very important point. Noble gases means those gases are which doesn't take part in chemical reactions. If they take part in chemical reaction means they are unstable. If they are not take part in chemical reaction means they are stable. You do know very well is there, no? So that's the reason why noble gases, remaining all elements in the periodic table that try to attain octet configuration, either losing electron, gaining electron by sharing electron. Losing electron means or gaining electron means ionic bond. Sharing electron means covalent bond only. Remember, you know very well, no? So all the noble gases except radon occur in the atmosphere. Do you know very well one point is there, no? In the atmosphere, 1% is noble gas will be there. In the atmosphere only here in dry air 1% of the volume of the general here atmosphere 1% noble gas will be there. In that one is most abundant noble gas is argon. Okay, in that one is most abundant noble gas is argon. And also helium, neon is available in the pitch blende, monazite. Pitch blende and monazite ores are there. In that ores also noble gas elements helium, neon will be obtained. You may ask one question, sir, how is possible? Look at here, the radon is there, no? Radon is radioactive elements is there. Radioactive element, radium is radioactive elements. Radium undergo decomposition, the produce of the radon plus helium. Look at there, when now radioactive elements are there undergo decomposition, they produce helium gas. Is the helium gas noble gas only, no? That's the reason. But remember, students, very important. Radon, so radium gives radon, helium. Radium is first group element. Clear is there, no? So like that one, pitch blende. Like that, pitch blende and monazite ore generally containing of the helium, neon gases. Clear, you know very well. Helium gas used in the weather balloons and meteorological observation also they will use here. And next argon they are using the lights only, signal lights also. So before I am going to discuss about all the properties, first you have to go for the electronic configuration. Electrons how arranged in each and every orbital we are going to discuss right now. Let's start here, students. So elements are helium. Helium symbol is He, you know very well. Electronic configuration 1s2. 1s2 means it's a first period. Look at first period. S orbital contain 2 electrons. Clear, no? So first period S orbital contain 2 electrons. So this is the electronic configuration of helium. Neon electronic configuration is there, no? Here, okay, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. Or else you can mention helium is 1s2 is there, no? Instead of 1s2 they will put helium also. So helium 2s2, 2p6. Look at here, outermost orbital means look at the n value same. Here also 2 is there, here also 2 is there. So both having same energy level. Even this s orbital, p orbital is there, no? The energy levels are same. So if you add total number of electrons 2 plus 6 8, that's why it is called as the 18th group element. Clear, no? That's why it is called as the 18th group elements. Look at the argon, the symbol is Ar, electronic configuration is 3s2, 3p6. If you have any doubt to write electronic configuration, just consider 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 4p6, 5s2, 5p6, 6s2, 6p6. Clear is there, no? Next coming to krypton is there. Krypton is here argon 310, 4s2, 4p6. You know whenever after 3p, 3s and 3p, 3d will come, no? That one remember. After 3D, 4D will come. After 4D, 5D will come. Clear is there no? So xenon is Xc. Very very important. Xenon electronic configuration is krypton 4d10 s2 5p6. Radon is radioactive elements. Electronic configuration is xenon 4f14 5d10 6s2 6p6. These are the general electronic configuration noble gas elements. Look at the outermost orbital is 2 plus 6 8. 2 plus 6 8. Look at the 5s 5p, 4s 4p, 3s and 3p. Whatever you count is the total number of electrons. 8 electrons are there. Except helium. Helium is containing 2 electrons. The outermost shell. This is called as a duplet electronic configuration. Noble gas cell contains octet electronic configuration. Do you know what is mean octet electronic configuration means? If any element contain 8 electrons in the outermost orbital, there must be more stable. That's called octet rule is there. That's why octet rule is. That's called octet rule. Next one is there here the physical properties of noble gases. The name itself giving the noble gases. Gases, look at the all noble gases are monoatomic. Very very important. What is monoatomic means? They are all available in single atom. Look at oxygen is O2 molecule, nitrogen N2 molecule, ozone is O3 molecule, phosphorus P4 molecule, sulfur S8 molecule. Like here is considered only single atom is that's called monoatomic. Mono means single atom. Single atom is available. General noble gases are colorless, odorless, tasteless gases. Clear is there no? They don't have any color will be there, smell also not will be there, taste also will be not there. They are sparingly soluble in the water. Sparingly, very minute level it will be soluble in the water. Clear. Heavy consider here the have very low melting point and boiling point because of they only have an interaction. Like interaction is there no? Just consider the Van der Waals force of attraction. Why they have look at their name itself is gases. Gases have a low boiling point only. Melting point also low is no? That's the reason why this generally they have the very low melting point and boiling point. And also all the typical types of interatomic forces they are why because it means they have a weak Van der Waals force of attraction. Next one is the helium has the lowest boiling point 4.2 kelvins. Do you know very well 0 degrees is equal to 273 kelvins is there. Here 4.2 kelvins means you look at here the very very less boiling point will be there. Okay, any known substances. Clear is there no? Helium has the lowest boiling point of any known substances. Up to whatever the known substance is there, helium is least boiling point they are saying. Helium is the least boiling point. Let's come into the properties of the elements. We will discuss some physical properties. In that physical property, we are going to discuss about the atomic size, electronic radius, ionization energy, electron negativity. Okay, now this one discuss. First, come into the electronic configuration. Already discussed about general electronic configuration of noble gas elements. Is there no? Look at the here. General electronic noble gas element is there no? Here 2s2 p6 3s2 6. Look at it. They have the stable electronic configuration. They have stable electronic configuration. General electronic configuration noble gas is ns2 np6. Here n stands for quantum number. If you look at quantum number is look at the quantum number is 2. 2s2 p6 3s2 3p6 like that. Here the quantum number is equal to ns2 np6 except helium. Helium contains only one shell is there. Let's say 1s2 electronic configuration. One point remember ionization energy. What is my ionization energy? The tendency of losing electrons only. No? The tendency of losing electrons called ionization energy. Generally, noble gas elements having highest ionization energy. Why they having highest ionization energy? Because look at here. If you want to say ionization energy, suppose imagine this is one neutral atom. This neutral atom contains equal number of protons, equal number of electrons are there. I want to convert one neutral atom to charged particle by removing one electron. That's called ionization energy. So ionization energy definition I will say, write down the minimum amount of energy is required to remove electron from isolated gas atom. If you take single atom of the any gas molecule, you want to remove electron, how much amount of energy is required? That's called ionization energy. Generally, noble gas having highest ionization energy. Why noble gas element have a highest ionization energy means they have the stable electronic configuration. Very very important. Because of stable electronic configuration, noble gas elements have high ionization energy only. So it is not possible to remove electron from noble gas means it's possible, but high temperature only. Generally, remember the very high ionization enthalpy due to the stable electronic configuration. The ionization energy value, look at the group is then for helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. Helium having highest ionization energy. Next neon is there. Next argon is there. Next krypton is there. next xenon is there, next radon is there. You may ask question, sir, why ionization energy value decreases here? Because of increasing atomic size. Here one single shell is there. Look at here, the how many cells are there? Here one cell is there. Here two cells are there. Here three cells are there. Here 4 will be there. Here 5 will be, 6 will be there. So number of shells increases. Okay, the nuclear force of attraction decreases. Ionization energy value will be decreases only. That's the reason why noble gases when you go for downward group is the ionization enthalpy will be decreases. Next one is the atomic radii. What is mean atomic radii? The distance between the nucleus to outermost orbital. So atomic radii means look at from this is nucleus is there, this outermost electron is there. So how much length will be, that is called atomic radius only. Generally, if you take the any gas molecules are there, no, the atomic radius will be calculated like that only. Look at your noble gas element is there. Noble gas element monatomic acid here is there. No, they have van der Waals force. Van der Waals force means two atoms will be long distance will be there. The here from here nucleus to here nucleus is the how much distance will be there. No, the distance is called as a atomic radius. Will take half of this one distance is the atomic radius only. So remember the atomic radii increase down the group. Why atomic radii increase down the group? You know very well is the number of shells increases. Atomic radii increases only. No. Next one is electron gaining enthalpy. Electron gaining enthalpy. If you look at this neutral atom, I want give the one electron. It will take electrons, not takes electrons. Why? Because it having the stable electronic configuration. Look at the stable electronic configuration. If you have stable electrons, suppose here 1s2 electron configuration is stable. Nobody element want in the period table want unstable. No. So what I mean to give electrons is then very difficult. Why? Because it's also one small large. Here p orbital is completely filled on. You know how new electrons will come. Here 6 electrons are there. The 6 electrons will repel the new incoming electron. So what I mean that here these elements are not readily want to take any electrons. So that's the reason why generally noble gas element having the positive electron gain enthalpy. Why they call positive value? Why positive value means no? Okay, this is not very possible. Look at it, due to stable electron configuration, they have the no tendency to accept the electrons, and therefore they have large positive value of the electron gaining enthalpy. Okay, no? Generally consider the halogens having negative electron gain enthalpy. Why means they want electron. Here they don't want electrons are there. Clear? So look at the simple example is there no positive electron gaining enthalpy. You know, if a child is not hungry, if you are giving the food, how you feel like that only. It's noble gas elements also they'll be like that. Next one is going to the very important chemical properties of the noble gas elements. So you said no, noble gas elements are inert, they never take part in chemical reaction. How they will take part in chemical reaction? How you are saying chemical properties? Yes, it is possible. In the chemistry, nothing is impossible. So look at in general, noble gas are least reactive due to the following reason. Except helium, 1s2 all have complete field of the ns2 np6 electrons configuration in their valence shell. They have a stable electronic arrangement in the outermost orbital. So they are inert in nature. They have high ionization enthalpy. High ionization enthalpy means they doesn't want you lose electrons, and a more positive electron gaining enthalpy. They don't want to lose electron, they don't want to take electrons. Both is not possible in noble gas elements. That's the reason why they doesn't take part in a chemical reaction. Next one is very important is that here the scientist name is Berthollet. Very important here. The scientist name is Berthollet. In the universe, just consider that when Berthollet is, he has taken the one strong oxidizing agent is platinum hexafluoride, PTF6. This platinum hexafluoride is then a strong oxidizing agent when he heated with oxygen. And the notice here the one red color solid is formed because of combination of the oxygen platinum hexafluoride. And he observed by using some other method is he found that one is in here oxygen molecule lose one electron. Oxygen molecule lose one electron. PTF6 gain one electron after the chemical reaction. Then he got idea. Look at the O2 molecule first ionization energy value is there. Now look at you can say he realized that on the first ionization energy of the O2 molecule is here considered 1175 kilojoules more, which is almost identical to xenon. Xenon first ionization energy is that value is equal to this value. Look at they have very similar energy values is there no. So they got one idea is there no. If oxygen is take part in the chemical reaction, why can't helium? Helium also will take part in chemical reaction. Then what he has taken, he attempted and made the same type of the another red color is formed. What he has taken? He has taken helium gas and he has taken strong oxidizing gas and at room temperature he heated. He also found some red color compound. Then he got idea. He came to one conclusion: even though noble gases helium also take part in chemical reaction, this made to the evolution of many new noble gas organic compounds. The noble gas compound will be discovered. After the discovering of the number of xenon compound, mainly with most of the electronegative elements like fluorine and oxygen. We got one. This point is very important. Can you see helium reaction with hydrogen? It's not possible. Iodine not possible. No. Only possible with the strongest oxidizing agent. A high electronegative elements in the periodic table is one is fluorine first. Next one is oxygen. So you can find only these two complex with the helium reactions only. So that's the reason why this one is. Once again, I'm saying one point here. Students, the scientist named Berthollet. He prepared one strongest oxidizing platinum hexafluoride. When platinum hexafluoride strong oxidizing, he passed oxygen gas. He found one is one red color compound is formed. After formation of red color compound is then he came to know here oxygen is take part in chemical reaction. Whenever oxygen is take part in chemical reaction is there, the first ionization energy value of oxygen is 1175 kilojoules per mole. It is almost equal to the first ionization energy value of xenon. So he got one conclusion: if oxygen is take part in chemical reaction, why can't xenon? He did same experiment. Instead of oxygen, he has taken helium gas and he formed one red color compound. This red color compound is then here after the red color compound formed. Then he got conclusion. So noble gas elements are there, no? They will also take part in chemical reaction. So what happened then? Then he got idea. So later on, after the discovering of the number of xenon compounds, mainly with the most electronegative elements like fluorine and oxygen, have been synthesized. Next one very important thing is then here the xenon fluoride compounds. I said very clearly, xenon can react with the fluorine. So various types of compounds are there. Look at the 2 is there, 4 is 6 is there, even numbers are there. 2, 4, 6. Xenon single element only. So what happened? The xenon and fluorine is there. How they are forming means look at there 2:1 ratio. 2:1 ratio mixture if you are taking xenon and fluorine is there, at the 1 bar pressure. Look at the 1 bar pressure. Remember this one value you have to remember 1 bar pressure only. Okay, what happened? The xenon difluoride. XCF. Xenon fluoride and difluoride. Xenon XCF2 only. Next one is there here same mixture is there. Now if you take the 1:5 ratio. 1:5 ratio means the 1 mole of xenon, 5 moles of fluorine at the temperature of the 7 bar. At the temperature of the 7 bar only. So what will get here? You will get the xenon tetrafluoride. So what happens if the mixture if you have taken the 1:20 ratio at the pressure is 70 bar. If you get the xenon hexafluoride. In this one, this 3 one is there here. These 3 are solid in nature. In this 3 is there here. This one having xenon difluoride having the highest melting point because of less electronic repulsions. Here xenon hexafluoride is having highest electron repulsion is there it have the distorted octahedral structure. It have a linear structure. It have a square planar structure. We'll discuss in detail is there in this 3 xenon hexafluoride is strongest fluorinating agent. Fluorinating agent means which gives readily fluorine is called xenon hexafluoride. Why? Because of the 6 fluorine atoms are there. They repulse very strongly. That's the reason why it will be readily gives the fluorination only. Do you know very well, if we want to prepare any fluorine compound is very difficult normal condition. By using up this compound you can prepare easily. Xenon hexafluoride. Once again I am saying here, look at there here the general like xenon compounds are xenon F2, F4 and F6 is there. By the direct reaction of the elements under the appreciated experimental conditions are there, you get this point. Look at if suppose if you take the 2:1 ratio, look at this 2:1 ratio. 2:1 ratio. 1:5 ratio. Remember 1:5 ratio. Remember here 4 1 like 1. Okay. Next one is 1:20 ratio is there xenon F6. Clear students here? No need to confuse. Then look at the if you have any doubt pressure is there 1770. 1770. Temperature is 5 is there here 573 kelvins, 673 kelvins, 873 kelvins. Okay, there these are the three types of the fluoride compounds only. Okay, xenon fluoride compounds are there. So clear students, this one regarding the xenon fluoride compounds.